any car that has Jerome Bleekemolen at the wheel is always competitive. At 12 seconds the gap between himself and Christian Mason. A spin for Eric Curran at turn 17, and he's right in the middle of the circuit on the exit of the track, or exit of the corner. That is a very odd place to spin, and he clearly can't get the 6.2 litre V8 refired. Cars going either side of him at the moment. The pits are closed, and this will bring a full course caution. That's a disaster for Eric. Had such a good run. He's saying he can't get it started on the radio. The starter not engaging. And awful to be sitting there dead stick, just waiting for the sickening third. So he was coming up behind. Oh, and in fact, he hit the 22. Hit the... Johannes van Overbeek has dived straight into the pits, and that was before the pits closed.
Oh, I know. Was the 22 car slowing to come into the pits? I think it might have been.
He was on an odd line if he was, Jeremy, well, because he was probably a car or two width too far to the left if he was. Yeah. May have had a problem in that Nissan at the last minute. He did seem to slow dramatically coming apex out. And before I heap blame on Eric, I'd like to hear the side of the story from Johannes, who did make the pit lane before the full course yellow, but the starter is not engaging. Cars coming way too fast through the final corner with the safety team on there. Certainly one of the Corvettes there, very close to the back of the safety team truck, and that is very poor driving. It is that was the Jan Magnussen car. It was the 3 car, and I think it was the 66 Ford as well. So Van Overbeek is, yeah, Van Overbeek's going for the pit lane, Jeremy. Yeah. I think you're right.
That's a bit naughty. You're supposed to telegraph that, get out of the way.
And he should be further over to the right at that point and slowing down from the apex outwards. The incident is under review from race control.
Hard to see from that angle that we saw there. But certainly, I mean, clearly the car has slowed abruptly, no doubt about that. Because, yeah, they're both DPI cars, and Eric Curran would have been expecting the number 22 car to accelerate at about the same pace as he was.
If you're just rejoining us, we're under our second full course yellow. Eric Curran coming into contact with Johannes van Overbeek, the 31 Cadillac in second position. Looked like the 22 Ligier with the Nismo power for ESM Racing team was heading to the pit lane. Johannes van Overbeek maybe a little too far into the middle of the road there, cut back across very sharply and slowed significantly, which I think caught Eric out. And the problem and the reason we have the full course yellow is that Eric can't get the car restarted. Yeah, Van Overbeek was... Yeah, I think Van Overbeek was going to the pits, but he was on a normal racing line going through the first part of the corner through the middle, and then 3/4 of the way around the corner there, it looked like he was he was either tightening his line because of the traffic in front of him, or he was heading for the pits. And of course, I can only say that was what was happening. Yeah, but he certainly turned right.
He did.
He tightened his line,
He was taking a relatively wide line around there in any case, and then slowed abruptly, and that really left Eric Curran with there was no chance of avoiding it.
And Eric saying to the team, no starter at all on that car. Now that is going to be an issue because the cars do have to start. If you stop the engine in the pits, you do have to start it under its own steam. The 31 guys should be waiting on their pit stand for this car to be delivered back to them.
Nope. They just jumped on the golf cart and drove back to the garage, so they're going to be expecting the car to come back there.
Thank you, Shea. Yes, good point. It's taking the flat toe, and Eric Curran has shut the door. He's being towed. And where is he being towed? He's being towed straight into the back of the paddock, not into the pit lane. Yeah. So that is going past the